and welcome to the video. Today we're talking about the CMF Buds. Okay, now CMF by Nothing.
Right.
They do have two types of buds. Okay, they have the regular buds here, so this is the entry level.
Okay.
But then they also have I don't even want to say like a higher tier because those are still so cheap too. But the Buds 2 Pro.
Okay. Yeah.
So these are entry level. They are wireless, like they come with their own charging case and everything. Okay. Active noise cancellation. 5 hours of listening time on a single charge.
Right.
$39.
Not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad at all.
$39 for that, which is, we were just talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't even come with a USB-C charging cable in the box. We'll talk about that later.
Right.
But there's some charging cables
and
sets that are more expensive than $39.
They sell for $39 or more. 100%.
Yeah.
100%. Now, we did test it out for a couple of weeks. We are really excited. We did mention this on the last video with the CMF phone review. This new lineup of products, it's really interesting and really promising. But for $39, let's talk about what the headphones bring.
Yeah, let's do it.
Now, before we start with the details on the product, I think we can all agree that the headphone market it's I want to say overpopulated.
Saturated?
Saturated is probably a better word.
Yeah.
But that's because they're everywhere, right? You can have the major companies like Google, Apple, they have all integrated, branded, unique, exclusive earphones. But you also see the non-branded ones on Amazon, GoFundMe, Kickstarter, whatever it is. So you have prices that are low all the way to the high, the basic headphones, all the way to the super premium ones. Now, what Nothing, and CMF more specifically, what they did is they accomplished to deliver something that's on the lower budget with a lot of features and great things on paper. So when we saw that, we got really excited because we love headphones.
Yeah. No, it's we've been doing this for a long time.
Years.
We've been doing this for a long time. How many headphones have we gotten? Some of them, by the way, have not actually made it onto the channel.
That is true.
That
is very true.
We've got dozens of headphones in the mail that have not actually made it onto the channel.
Yeah.
But we've tried them, right? And oftentimes, a lot of what makes it onto the channel are like the big branded headphones.
Right.
So we've been doing this for a while. We've been very experienced whenever it comes to reviewing headphones.
Yeah,
and
I think it's probably the one product we've done the most. But I think it's behind the scenes. I think that's probably what it is.
Well, that and it's just like there are headphones popping up left and right.
Right.
Now every single like you said, even the major companies are now doing their own line of headphones, right? But whenever you look at something like this, obviously CMF gets a boost because they're operating under the Nothing umbrella, right? But at the same time, it's whenever you look at the spec sheet on the website, active noise cancellation, 5 hours of listening time, ANC, 8 hours of, it says non-stop playback. I'm willing to bet that means without noise cancellation.
Right.
And then you see the price tag of $39.99.
Yeah.
You can go to Chipotle and buy 4 menu items and spend more than $39.99.
I think you can get a pumpkin spice latte for that price now.
Yeah. So whenever you see a pair of headphones that look cool like this, are really actually wireless, have ChatGPT integrated, have noise cancellation, and they're under $40, you have to try it. Not even us.
Right.
You just have to get these. They're $40 just to try them and see what the experience is like. So, of course, we did the same thing.
Right.
The design on these products are actually pretty striking, and we've talked about this in our phone review, but they aim to be fun.
Yeah,
right?
100%. I agree.
And looking at this, I get heavy Nothing ear vibes from the design of the case to even partially the design of the headphones themselves. So it is that square clamshell, rounded off corners. It looks and feels pretty nice. You can tell whenever you're holding it that it's plastic, obviously.
Right.
And it has this little dial, on the top right corner of the case, right?
Yeah.
At first, I didn't understand what it did until you get far enough and you actually see 2 holes. So this is actually a holder for a lanyard, a slot for a lanyard, in case you wanted to hang it around your neck or something. That's actually, that's pretty neat. And it's in, the color we got is in this very, very vibrant orange. And it's just, you kind of have to do something like this to kind of stand out. Right.
And I agree. I think, like we said earlier, because the market's so saturated, not only are they achieving standing out by the price because of all the features they're bringing,
that's
but also
the big thing.
Their design. I think the colorfulness and the positive vibe of bringing a lot of color and vibrance.
Yeah.
I think it does stand out. We have so many neutral, professional, super cool looking headphones out there that I think going the opposite route, it's giving him a good achievement on that area.
Yeah, and even whenever you open it up, you do get really similar vibes to the Nothing Ear, even down to how the headphones are placed, like whenever they charge.
Right, diagonally.
Yeah, exactly. Diagonally, you get the branding that runs through the middle of that diagonal as well, like right in between the headphones. That reminds me of the Ear a lot as well. And outside of that, I mean, the only thing these don't have compared to the Ear is that transparency factor. So the Ears set themselves apart by being transparent, case and everything, but these are solid colors, but I honestly think they look pretty good.
Oh, I think they.
I really like the orange.
Yeah.
I really like this color.
I think that's also really cool that the uniqueness of the transparency of Nothing, that's part of their brand.
Yeah.
But with CMF, I wonder if they branched out of the word Nothing just because they wanted to do something that's unique, but at the same time separate from the original transparent look that they have for the other products.
Yeah, and while we're on the case, since we're talking about the design, just a heads up, these obviously, I would hope it's obvious given the price point, but these obviously don't have wireless charging, and you're only going to charge it using the USB-C port on the side of the case.
And I think that's okay.
Yeah, for $40, that's plenty okay.
Now, of course, it's not a headphone review unless we talk about sound, and I think this is the biggest thing about this headphones because we're going to say it again, and we said it many times on the CMF Phone 1 review, is you got to remember the price that you're paying for this product. This is a $39 pair of earphones that, compared to a market where you have so many options, it's okay for what you're getting. And if anything, it's better than the equivalents on the same price range. So let me bring it back to that price range because $39, it's not a lot. And for what you're getting a lot more than that. Now, just to get into the specifics, I like to listen to a lot of kinds of music, from very heavy on the bass to very light on the sound, very smooth, very on the tweaky side, if you want to be more clear on what kind of sounds you're getting. These headphones do not play perfect music. These headphones are not going to give you the sound that you're expecting on really expensive headphones or really nice speakers. So if you're listening to a song, one of the things that I went through is I remember thinking, this song sounded different on my AirPods Pro, or this song sounded very different on my car, on my HomePod. Whatever it may be, you're not going to get the same experience because they're not as good of speakers as something that's more expensive. But that's
vastly
okay.
more expensive.
Vastly
more expensive.
We're talking about a fraction of what the other products are.
Yeah.
So it's okay. Now, the good thing about this product is that it also gives you the ability to customize and EQ depending on what you listen to. So if you focus so much more on the high end of the frequencies, you can tweak it and modify it so it tailors to the sound that you're listening. Or if you like to listen to more bassy music, you can 100% do that. Even a feature called Ultra Bass that gives you that extra boost for that sound that you want to hear.
Yeah. Yeah, and there are controls on the actual headphones themselves, which I think just having controls too, right?
For $39.
Physical controls on a $39 pair of headphones, right?
Yeah.
And like the controls are actually decent. So, and as we were testing, we found one interesting thing that we wanted to mention. So there's no single tap.
Right, because I was
control.
looking for it.
Yeah. So there's no single tap control. There is a double tap. There is a triple tap. There is a tap to hold, and then there is a double tap to hold. Right? And you can add various features to that. Like, for example, we have one where it's like double tap to hold changes your sound profile, like whether you want ANC or transparency, right? And then on the left earbud, you can double tap to hold to open ChatGPT. It's actually, if you have ChatGPT installed, if you have ChatGPT installed, it can integrate with ChatGPT and it can launch that as opposed to any other type of virtual assistant that you have on the
like
phone.
A smart assistant.
Yeah, and of course you have your standard stuff too: answer calls, decline calls, skip, next track, previous track, play, pause. Like those are all things that you can add in the touch controls. But it's really cool, and there are some other features on here too that I feel like you would be a little surprised to find on a pair of $39 headphones. In-ear detection is here. In-ear detection is about as reliable as the quality of the physical controls. They're decent.
Right.
Not super accurate, but the fact that it's still here.
And I think that's what it is, because it's so easy to forget, and if that one time that fails, you're freaking out and like, man, these are a piece of trash. But it doesn't fail that often.
Yeah.
You know, it's something that's not gonna be perfect, but
yeah. I just tried it while you were initially leading the take.
Right.
Worked just fine. Took the left ones out, music paused, put them back in, played, did the same thing.
And they're going to work majority of the time.
Exactly. Yeah. It's decent. So you have in-ear detection, you have low lag mode in case you want to use these while gaming, like low latency.
Yeah.
And there's even an option for dual connection. Like you can connect it to 2 devices.
That's cool.
Switch between audio and they're $40, man.
Those are features that you see on really expensive
premium headphones.
Earphones.
Yeah. So there are quite a bit of things that you can mess around with these headphones to really, and I think this goes back to the CMF Phone 1 review as well,
right?
Where we talked about how it was a customizable product experience, right?
Yeah.
These kind of aim to do the same thing. It has a decently robust feature set for the price point.
And that's what I like about them. It's the fact that you can even customize the left and right separately instead of just using the tap features at the same time.
Yeah.
So I think that's really cool.
So they sound okay, and there's a pretty decent feature set in order to really make them your own. So I think they still did a pretty good job.
They get a pass for me.
Yeah.
Now, of course, I think the biggest feature that's announced on this product is the fact that it has noise canceling, which even on the Apple line of headphones,
that's crazy. You
don't have that on all of them because you have the normal AirPods that don't have noise canceling. So having noise canceling on $39 pair of earbuds, I think that's amazing.
In the history of AirPods, have you ever, even on sale, in the history of AirPods, have you ever seen a pair of AirPods hit $39?
Even used, dude.
Yeah,
even used, they're not that low.
Exactly.
Yeah. So I think that feature right there now. It's not perfect, and I think you're gonna see people complain about the noise canceling because a lot of people that use this kind of feature, they're very specific on what they want to achieve, and a lot of people they want to zone out completely, not be able to hear anything but the music they're listening to.
Yeah.
And that's okay because some people need that. But with these headphones, you cannot achieve that just because there's no full seal on your ear that allows you to have no sound from outside.
Yeah.
But it does it pretty well though.
And it only cancels like a certain amount. So on the Nothing website, it says for the regular Buds, 42 decibels.
Right.
The Buds 2 Pro, 50 decibels.
Right. So there's a limit.
Yeah.
But it still does a pretty good job because it still cuts out a lot of noise. So if you still want to listen to your music and not listen to a lot of the background noise, you can still achieve that.
At least some of the background
noise. And I think that's great. So you can switch between transparency and listen to what your surroundings have, or you can just turn on canceling mode, noise canceling mode, and be able to black out majority of the noise and listen to the music that you have on your phone.
Yeah.
Now, just to consider, if you do have noise canceling, it is going to affect your battery life like any other headphone.
Yeah, yeah. So with noise cancellation on, you're looking at about 5 hours of listening time.
Yeah.
Right? With noise cancellation off, you're looking at closer to 8. Okay.
Which I think that's pretty good.
Yeah. 5 hours of listening time is decent.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then the case itself will give you roughly 19-ish hours of playback. So depending on how you're listening, anywhere from like 2 to almost 4 top-ups.
Right.
That's solid.
That's a good setup right there.
That's solid.
Now, of course, it is a great pair of headphones, but like Arian said earlier, you gotta try them. I think this is the kind of product that we will have some kind of remorse in telling you to buy them just because they're not a lot of money. A lot of products out there, they're great, but they also cost a lot of money, so we try to give you the warning that, hey, proceed at your own risk.
Yeah.
These are not like that.
There's not a lot to lose with these headphones.
There's not a lot to lose, but a lot to gain.
Yeah.
So I would definitely recommend that you try them. If you don't like them, of course, return them, give them to someone else. They're a great gift as well.
Yeah.
But I would 100% recommend that you keep them just because they're a good pair of headphones.
And I will say too, if you're worried about compatibility, like if you're asking yourself, do you have to have a Nothing phone or a CMF phone? They work through the Nothing X app, which is installable on any Android phone.
Yeah. So compatibility is pretty range, and even just Bluetooth, you can connect into any Bluetooth device.
Yeah.
So you lose a lot of the features, but you can still connect them to use the basic ones.
Yeah.
So let us know what you think. If you want to see something else like that, maybe the CMF Buds Pro.
Oh, we're getting them. Yeah.
You gotta try them out.
And we got the watch coming too, by the way.
The watch I'm excited about.
The Pixel lineup. We have so many things.
So we're gonna do some tanks on phones.
We're Is
it September?
Yeah.
It's almost September.
Yeah, and then we're gonna have a slew of Apple products coming out pretty soon too. There's a lot going on. Yeah.
But make sure you follow so you stay up to date.
Yeah.
Like and subscribe. Please share with your friends. Anything that you want to see, drop it in the comments.
I have nothing else to say. He covered everything. So thanks so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Peace.